Hello! In this video, we will discuss how can you get started solving your first problem on PangeaQuest. Let's dive in. To start solving, go to the Problems tab. You'll see challenges grouped by job-aligned categories, like data science and software development. Choose a subcategory, select a problem, and click Start Problem. You'll then see the full brief, including the description, hardware and software requirements, preparation steps, and subtasks. Each problem mimics a real-world product development process broken down into subtasks, just like in agile workflows. Once all the details of the given problems are reviewed, click the I've reviewed the overview button. Once you click the I've reviewed the overview button, you'll be taken to the collaboration page. This is where you decide how you want to approach the problem, either by yourself or as part of a team. There are two modes to choose from, solo and team. If you choose team mode, you'll be prompted to invite collaborators. All you need to do is enter their email addresses and click the invite button. This automatically sends them an email with your invitation, letting them know you'd like to work together on a specific problem. Your teammate will receive the email, see which problem you've invited them to, and can then choose to join and begin collaborating with you directly within the platform. This setup is meant to closely resemble how tasks are shared and worked on in modern agile teams. In team mode, once you've invited your collaborators, click the Continue to Subtask button to move forward. If it's your first time, you'll be asked whether you've downloaded the PangeaQuest AI Tutor. Select Yes if it's installed, or No to be guided through the setup process for your local development environment. The tutor currently supports only Visual Studio Code, but support for other IDEs is coming soon. If you're new to it, I recommend watching till the end of this video to see how it can support your workflow. After setup, you can assign subtasks to each collaborator. As shown here, there are two team members, the inviter and the invitee. This process reflects how real product teams work using agile methods. Following the assignments, each member can proceed to solve their respective subtasks. To simulate solving a real-world problem from start to finish, I'm going to walk you through how to tackle a challenge in solo mode. Along the way, I'll also explain how each subtask is meant to be approached and completed. Once the collaboration settings are finalized and I click Continue to Subtask, I'm prompted to confirm whether I've already installed the PangeaQuest AI Tutor. Since I haven't set it up yet, I'll follow the guided steps to download and install the tutor chatbot within Visual Studio Code. This tutor will assist me as I work through the problem, just like a virtual mentor embedded in my development environment. Once installed, it will index the whole codebase in which it runs and will be able to guide you through each step of the development process. Let's start with a simple hi and see if the tutor was installed. Great! Seems like the tutor is live and ready to go. All right, now that you have the tutor installed in your local environment, head back to the problem you were solving to check out your first subtask. Since this problem is being solved in solo mode, you should see the reporter and assignee, both being the same. Click on the Start Development button. This will give you a Git command, and all you need to do is paste it in the terminal at the desired file location, and there you go, you have your project directory all set up. For this demo, I already have a Python file that completes the required task. Your problem directory might look different since mine has some pre-existing files from earlier runs. I am going to copy the Python file I have into the problem directory, which was just set up, and consider that the first subtask was done. But hold on, you can't submit your solution just yet. Remember, we're simulating industry standard development practices. If you try to submit without pushing your code changes to Git, the platform will prompt you with step-by-step guidance. Just copy the suggested commands into your terminal, and you'll be all set. And don't forget, understanding and using Git is a key part of real-world development, so remember these commands shown to you on the UI. Once you've pasted all the required commands into your terminal and successfully pushed your code to Git, you'll be ready to submit your work. At this point, the Submit Work button will become active, and this time it will actually let you complete the submission process. Behind the scenes, when you submit your work, the platform automatically creates a pull request, or PR, which is then reviewed by our AI system. This mimics the real-world process of pushing code to production. As you can see, the PR feedback successfully identifies a vulnerability in the code. This is a great example of how the AI reviewer helps catch potential issues early, just like a real code review process in a professional development environment. Once the PR feedback is reviewed and resolved, head back to the UI to check off the feedback and the acceptance criteria, essentially acknowledging that you have covered all ends for subtask 1. Great, you've now reached the second subtask. The workflow remains consistent. Start by clicking on Continue Development, then make the required changes inside your project directory based on the subtask instructions. This phase is all about reinforcing what you practiced in subtask 1. Make sure to use Git to track your progress. Commit your changes with a clear message and push them to the repository. This step is important as it mirrors how real development teams manage version control. If you happen to forget the Git commands, don't worry. If you try to click Submit Work without pushing your changes, the platform will detect that and automatically guide you through the correct Git steps again. Just follow the on-screen prompts, paste the commands into your terminal, and you'll be good to go. Now, since this was a dummy problem we were trying to solve, we only had 2 subtasks, and now we are ready to submit the whole solution. Go ahead and click on Submit Solution. Clicking Submit Solution will take you to the achievement page, where you'll see the points you've earned for completing the problem. Over time, this page will become more detailed, showing badges, skill progress, and milestones you've unlocked along the way. Also, once we reach a larger user base, we'll be launching a community feature that you currently see on the screen. This will let you share your progress, celebrate completed problems, and exchange ideas on learning, careers, and more. Stay tuned, it's coming soon. Last but not least, let's look at 2 important features that enhance your learning experience on PangeaQuest. For every problem you work on, there's a dedicated space for discussions and resources that are specific to that problem. When you post a discussion, it stays tied to that exact problem. Other users will only see it when they open the same problem, so there's no need to sift through unrelated threads. Every discussion stays focused, with no distractions. As you can see here, I've posted a discussion under a specific problem. Now, when I log in as a different user, I can view that same discussion right within the context of that exact problem. I can also reply to it directly, keeping all conversation focused and relevant to that task. No distractions and no need to search elsewhere. This creates a seamless space for problem-specific collaboration, making it easier to ask questions, share insights, or get unstuck without breaking your workflow. You now know how to solve a problem on PangeaQuest, and more importantly, how to follow industry standard practices while doing so. When you're ready, check out the next video to see how PangeaQuest helps you prepare for interviews.